Hello and welcome to Jordan's Journey Journal. My name is Jordan. Today's date is 10/28/2020. Today's journal date is 10/28/2020, and the posting date is, as always, to be determined. Before we get into it, make sure to donate, like, subscribe, leave a comment saying your boy is crazy. You know he loves that vibe. This journal is about, I don't know, I'm just going to leave it as a surprise. Nothing too big, nothing too great, but maybe just a little bit of advice. So, without further ado, let's get into the journal entry written by Yo Dude. Hey Jay, I know a lot has been on your heart as of late, from finishing school and getting those letter grades to getting to the place where being okay is just okay, and I just wanted to say that no matter how hard your life is today, that the sun shines brighter each day, and that it's not global warming, it's actually just the universe forming. And I'm happy to say, I see yours doing much of the same. It's all coming together like Kronk did say in one of your favorite Disney movies. It's crazy to think that just a few years ago you were a kid. Just think, all the ideas that you had in your head, all the nights your stomach hurt so much that you just couldn't go to bed, all the heartbreak and better relationships had, and the horrible fights that you still feel from your dad. But it's better now, and for that, I'm glad. And I know that looking back on these events might make one sad. But just like the breaking of glass, it allows access to a new place. You just have to be brave enough to walk through that window in the first place. It's hard to say if life is really a race or a roller coaster or some of the third, but this is the word. You are the world and the universe too. And everything that you input into it, the universe will give you 110%, my dude. And maybe one day when you're 52 and your grays start sprouting through, you look back and laugh at this grand adventure that we've both gone through. And thank God, the you and you, for making your wildest dreams come true. It's all in the massive and small journey called life, my dude. And you better believe that your Ana key is stuck to you, like glue. Just do me a favor and savor the moments that seem like dreams, or like you're finally beginning to believe. You see, those feelings fleet, but if you stay strong and continue to walk on your own 2 feet, you'll find that you can travel anywhere besides the sea. You see, you're not Jesus C, my G. Remember to believe, remember to look back, but don't stay too long, because the rear view, in fact, is smaller than the windshield. But it just might be a little bit cracked. Fix your car, Jack. Much love. And take care, don't forget to wash your hair. From one space cowboy soul to another, your brother, J. Alexander. Next paragraph. Excuse me as I hit my vape. Zimwa zimwa. Ooh, God, this is smoothie, like gravy fate. This is as smooth as gravy is fake. The times haven't really been getting rougher, but I always find it interesting that I can't seem to remember much about my past and really how it was back then. How and what I was feeling, what I was going through. I always seem to be like a passive observer in the third person. There are bits and fragments that stick out: family Thanksgivings, Christmases, smoking weed for the first time, meeting Lauren for the first time, meeting my best friend Andrew, Sarah, Kevin, Tivana, and now that I actually think on it, I think all the memories are still there. It just takes a little bit more digging than I'm used to get to them. And I think that's because of the mass amounts of weed I smoked, but that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. It be how it be. I'm just hoping to be more present in the moment, my G. These journal pages happen to be my transcribed and videoized memories. Because you see, mine are fading just as all of ours do with time. That's why I want to compile these precious stories of mine. As they happen, Captain, and Chiefs alike. As always, make sure to donate and subscribe. Jay will come another day, but for now, this letter is from your guy. And now a quick poem by who Jay with the creaky chair, also known as the Necro who wrote him. This one is, as always, about a space samurai who uses a brush instead of a sword. I cannot lie. Zimwa. Let's go for it. Rest easy, young space samurai. The world is a hard place, I cannot lie, but the world is also your oyster, and you are not defined by your past. Just like how a sailor learns how to raise a mast, how a preacher can hold a mass, and how you, my devilishly clever man, choose to pass. It's all in where you learn and how to apply the gift. As I say, life is bigger than the one we get. Yet, the biggest risk is this. Don't worry about dropping the bow. Don't worry about the road being unsteady. When you get there, you will be ready. Make sweet love to the one you love. And if not, pretend it's them and just use a rubber glove. Much love. Your space samurai, floating on the moon above. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for vibing. Thank you for holding on while your boy was writing. Even though the day started a little bit late, I would have it no other way. If you can, choose, subscribe, and donate. Leave a comment saying your boy is crazy. You know he likes that shit every motherfucking day. So, anyway, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you would like to dip, you already know the system. It's always good, but if you want to listen for a little bit longer, we got a recorded segment and the Crazy Man's Patreon special. After that, free of charge, maybe a few psychic readings here or there, Jack. I have a few pieces of paper on stack. Alright, guys. What is it? It's Space Cowboys and Space Samurais alike. I will catch you on the next hike. Look for Jordan on an all-white motorbike with 2 axes on each side. Alright, good night. Time to turn on the camera. Shit. Fuck. Click, click. Click. Alright. Focus up, bitch. Focus up. You're gonna get to see the new setup. Hold up. Man, this is real professional, Chief. There we go. Look at that shit. Alright, ready for the double clap? Hello! And welcome to the new setup. I moved some stuff around, moved some stuff from the garage into here. I hope you guys enjoyed my journal today. It was really nice. It brought a tear. It didn't really, but I'm just trying to say that, like, I like writing these. Again, as I've said before, and sorry for the creaky chair, I'm gonna work to change that. It's just something else, man. It's self-care. This is true self-care. I'm telling you, if you haven't journaled or wrote and you're like, I'm a horrible writer, I hate my writing, try it. Just write. It doesn't have to rhyme. It doesn't have to make sense. Try it. Why? Because you're getting all your feelings out, Chief. You know, you're getting all the gunk from inside out. As my mother always told me as a young child, but I never understood until around now, you can't let the uglies in, but if they come, you gotta get it out. Let the uglies out, is what she always said. What? If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling angry, feeling sad, don't go do something destructive. Go do something constructive. Write, draw, paint, fucking explore, shit on the walls and call it art. Take a picture on Instagram and be like, hey, look at that. That is Picasso in shit. Why? Because I thought it was shit, and that's my opinion. Zimwa, but that's not mine. I think Picasso was amazing. I take a lot from him. Zimwa, at least with my art. By the way, deathsgardening.com has some new stuff on it, or more of it's updated. I was talking with my good friend Sarah, and she was like, Jordan, you need to work on your design. And I was like, I'm a graphic design major, and I feel ashamed. Zimwa, you are so right. Gomen Nasai, and Zimwa, it's all good. But as I was saying, yeah, this one I think I'm going to call it Zimwa. Remember to believe and look back. Because this was kind of about, you know, the whole thing where it's like, I have so many good I'm like, I'm just holding this and not sipping it. I have so many good stories from my past about, like, the first time I smoked weed, my relationship with Lauren, my the first time I met my friends, all of the manic episodes, all of the people I fucking met in the hospital and out of the hospital and all these crazy things. I've lived one hell of a life up to 24. But for whatever reason, I feel like I can't, this fucking chair, I feel like I can't remember them or tell them like as good as I normally do. And that's kind of the thing that bugs me a lot, Chief. That is really kind of the thing that bugs me a lot, because I always get, like, stuck in a story, and then all of a sudden when I try to talk, it just kind of fizzles out. It's almost like I get to the punchline in my own head. Not that there needs to be one, but I get to the punchline in my own head, and I'm like, all right, well, mission accomplished, you know? I'm just gonna stop here. So that's why I wanted to kind of do what my good friend Evan said, which is the best time to plant a tree was, 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. So kind of like what my dude, Casey Neistat, did with his vlogs, which turned out to have great success, obviously, but what he did with his vlogs was just video memories, video stories, video memoirs, you know? Because if something grand happens in my life, or just a day-to-day thing, like me quitting tobacco-ish, very much quit, but ish, and smoking lavender or something along the lines of that, I would like to talk about it while it's happening, so I at least have documentation of this certain thing. And it makes me feel, I really have to change the chair, it really makes me feel happy that I'm starting to do it now, that I'm choosing to plant the tree yesterday compared to planting the tree, 5 years from now, and then hopefully my grandkids can enjoy its shade. But yeah, that is the kind of story and thesis behind this I was gonna say manic episode, but behind this entire journal today. It's mainly just looking back and not staying there, not saying, oh, I have all these great stories. Memories in my mind are something to be remembered, obviously, but TikTok said it the best. The past is a place of reference, not residence. TikTok said it the best. Let me try that again. TikTok said it the best. The past is a place of reference, not residence. And sometimes people, myself included, with a certain few things, choose to live in the past too much. Hey, what's up, Chief? Choose to live in the past too much. And I really, really, really don't want to be that person. I really don't want to live in the past. I really want to look forward to the future and do what my therapist says and just live more in the moment, I spend so much time thinking about my ex, or all of the failed classes, or all of this and that and the other thing, and I'm like, I'm wasting away, I'm wasting all my time, when in reality I don't look at all the blessings and gifts that I have in this present moment, where I'm completing the setup of my room, I'm getting more into music production. Even though I have no money in my bank account, and by the way, donate and subscribe, even though I have no money in my bank account, I can still see a future where I can be very wealthy in both camps, in friendship and in monetary wealth. I see a very bright future for myself, and I can't wait to enjoy it. I just have to wait for that goddamn rubber band to snap. But the thing is, maybe it is more of a marathon than a sprint. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this recorded segment of Jordan's Journey Journal on to the Patreon special. Alright, time for the sign-off. I really hate this chair. I'm going to change this chair. Space samurais and cowboys alike, I will catch you on the next hike. Remember, Jordan is the mastermind on a white bike. They call it a pale horse. Zimwa. Just saying, do your research. Anyway, catch you guys later. Ready? Patreon special. So Zimwa, so what's up? Zimwa, who do you want to talk to today? And be easy. Zimwa. Death's busy. Zimwa, God. Zimwa. He's doing his shit, but Zimwa, he's always around. Zimwa. No. Let's keep it ethereal. Let's not do real people. Like, Zimwa. You don't want to freak him out, but Zimwa. So what you got, Chief? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 of these. Zimwa. I have 4, and I have a few more over there. I can also use this, but Zimwa. Doesn't matter. So Zimwa, so tell me. Zimwa, what do they want to know? I know, Zimwa. Let's talk. Zimwa. How are you doing today? I'm doing well, but you haven't answered my question. Who is it do you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to me, as emotion me, or the love of my afterlife? Kiki, the love of my existence, Zimwa, etc., etc. It's like, whoa there, hold on, is what they said. Hold on, Zimwa, she is? And I'm like, yeah, every day of the week, up and down the street. So anyway, what do you think about me in general? And who's me? You gotta say Satan, or just who? Not necessarily Satan, but that's not who I was referring to. Akuma, or devil, or evil man, darkness of darkness, the darkness of my darkness, the suffering of my suffering. Zimwa. The big boss is Zimwa, is what I'm trying to say. But Zimwa, I view him as a very, very, very strict teacher. I do not view him as a solely evil soul, you know? I view him as like, put it this way, Zimwa, and if I could, a story. Zimwa. If you pardon me, I want to close my door, but Zimwa, no one's home. So, Zimwa, the vape, Zimwa is over somewhere here, hello. Story of Akuma, the devil. He is a man from, of course, Japan, a master among many sands, which means what? You know how there's like a million billion grains of sand in the Sahara Desert? Zimwa, imagine each of those being a distinct art. Cooking, rolling, cutting, fucking drawing. A master of masters, a master among masters. The top dog, once again, the big boss. Zimwa. He has taken many students in, but Zimwa, I will tell you this, my kin. Zimwa, he does not allow entrance. Zimwa, you must prove yourself to him. Zimwa, because why? The word is sin. Zimwa, but not the traditional way of thinking about it. Zimwa, it is the way of how you actually doubt it. You see, there is the Christian way of thinking, of him being purely evil, hell stinking. But Zimwa, what if I told you it was the most extreme boot camp? Zimwa, Marines have nothing on this man. Zimwa, the SEALs are just blubber. Zimwa, the Air Force, nah nigga, they just hover. Zimwa, Space Force, a little bit closer in fact. I'm talking Hogwarts, Jack. So if you really want to know my personal beliefs, Zimwa, I think there's a little bit more for me. Zimwa, in store, no, lock and key. Zimwa, I'm keeping that shit tight because controversy. Zimwa, they're like, he praises the devil, hail Satan. And I'm like, I don't like to use that name, just saying. Because just as the name nigger or the name something else, there is connotations to that shit that do not wish you well. Zimwa, you must even think when Jordan says Zimwa, that could be a curse on someone's soul. You have to be careful what you project out, my heart. Zimwa, but I say it with love. Zimwa, I hope to God that no one thinks it's curses from above. Zimwa, the more and more. Anyway, Zimwa. Yeah, that was very beautiful, but you missed one thing, the time. Zimwa, I do have to go soon, but Zimwa. Not necessarily that, but I just want to say, you're listening to the right snake on your shoulder. Zimwa, but still, one more thing. Zimwa, do you think that the snake would bow to you? When I was tripping this one time, I thought that I died. Zimwa. Literally, I had a very brief ego death, and I was not even tripping, I was actually manic, and I took 2 pills that I thought were going to cause me to die. I thought I was going to take the big sleep, and all of a sudden, I saw the entire universe break apart, and it was like this, and this like slug creature with no eyes but a mouth greeted me on my left shoulder, and he was like, this is what it really is. And then that was it. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, that was fucking weird. I thought I died. Anyway, Zimwa, that's what he's saying. Do you think the snake is a liar? Do you think the snake would bow to you? Do you think the snake is on your side? And I say Zimwa. I think everything has a distinct purpose. I don't think that there is a strict good or bad that might surface. I think it's all about the gray perspective, but even that color does not work. I think that it's something that cannot really be described. I think that if you throw up the Krona, it does not mean 666, maybe Interstellar 555. I'm just saying, my friend, the universe and humans are a whole lot smarter, but allow me to begin. That's a damn, that was really deep. Brought a tear to my eye. I was like, Zimwa. Not exactly what I said, but I'll keep it as that. So what, you think you're a monk or some shit? Not at all. You think you're just jerking your dick? Not at all. So who is the man behind this face? Who are you if I were to come at you in the first place? Zimwa, what's up, Red Eye? What if the devil really was an evil man? What if right there I can see him staring, friend? Well, D, what if I told you this? What if I told you that with a wish, your curses can be forgive and forgotten. Zimwa, zimwa. There are a lot of people in hell, zimwa, zimwa, or at least a darker place. On Earth, maybe in some astral plane. But zimwa, allow me this for about 2 seconds. Zimwa, what if the universe, cosmic, or whatever you want to call it, what if alternate planes of reality, what if heaven or hell, what if whatever it is, not necessarily where we go when we die, or just wherever. If humanity is a blank piece of paper, then what is a flower? Zimwa. That's a very awful reference, but maybe you can make an account of it. Devil saying he got it. And I'm like, sick. You know, zimwa, zimwa. There are many forms of matter. There are many elements. Zimwa, zimwa. They are all made of the same stuff, but they are not the same. Zimwa. As you get larger, more complicated, zimwa. They change. But zimwa, zimwa. But moving on and forward. And the devil said, you really should close the door, but zimwa, zimwa. Don't worry. Why? He actually said, I have to leave, but zimwa, zimwa. She's saying, this is just Jordan's morning. I'm telling you, man. This is just Jordan's morning. This is how I just, you know, Kanye West talks a whole lot of stuff. Jordan talks a whole lot of stuff, too. But I'm just a small guy, at least right now, my dude. I just write poems and talk about life and shit. I have weird theories about trying to make everybody leveled. I don't think that God is the most almighty soul force of good. How can that be possible? When Corona, when, you know, starvation, when the world is dying, zimwa, all of the suffering in the world. It is for something. I'm not lying. But how can a God be just and not give us a utopia? Or, zimwa, it's a test of phobias. And what does that mean? It just means it's a test of who can hack it. But it's not who is the most top, who is number one, who takes the gold medal. It's who can survive the journey of life, Chief. Who can survive the journey of life? It's awful. There's a quote that I always say as well, or I've said in the past at least. The beast who finds strength in his suffering shall turn it into salvation. Zimwa. The more you can find the silver lining in life, which is what I try to do. I'm a decent devil's advocate, but sometimes it's not fucking worth it, man. Zimwa really isn't. The more you can find the silver lining in life, the more you can try to find the brighter side of the horrible situation. Zimwa, the more you are able to survive. The longer you're able to survive. The more shit you can put on your back. Again, you know, God gives all of us a great amount of shit in life. You can choose to either become the shit, or you can choose to use it. Zimwa, manure, zimwa, what is it? It's basically cow shit. Zimwa, zimwa, with a little bit of innovation. Zimwa, genetic engineering. Zimwa, zimwa, mushrooms growing shit, man. Zimwa, it's about the cycle of life. But that's all for today. We're rocking at 23 minutes. We're going to go to 24 as per usual. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Patreon special. This one got a little bit interesting, but zimwa, zimwa. Always remember to donate and subscribe. Your boy needs to pimp out his new ride. Why? He's like, you don't have to do that. I want to buy a van so I can travel and do this kind of stuff and give you guys little presents and gifts. Zimwa, zimwa, of course. And of course, do this on the road. Zimwa, again, I hope to be your oasis. Your, you know, summoned toad. Zimwa, zimwa, from Naruto. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you later on the next episode with your boy. This has been Jay, Jordan, Ono, X, Zimwa Zimwa, and a million other decks. A million other names. So let's do the sign off. Remember, Roy Lars is on Mars, smoking bars that are not Xanax or Klonopin. Before you do drugs, take a sip of gin, and realize that everything has always been within. Zimwa. Stardust, I'll catch you. Remember to support your boy Envoy. This is the official Not Dudes theme song. It's called Alien Family. Why is it Not Dudes? Well, technically because Dudes is a porn site, so Zimwa, we leave it. But Zimwa, if you really want to know, we're not dudes because we're not dudes, dude. That's all you gotta do. Zimwa, zimwa, in a southern Texas accent. Zimwa, just like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you on the next hike. Stardust alike, be easy, stay greasy. Zimwa, but wash your ass, wash your hair. From one space cowboy soul to another, this has been Jordan Alexander. Zimwa. Alright, Jordan, you turn off the camera. What do you think? Dude, you know how much fucking heat I'm gonna get for telling people Saiyin's not evil? He's just a really strict teacher. He just beats you with sticks until you die. And then he wakes you back up. Zimwa, have you heard of sleep? No, it's not true. What you choose to believe in this life, Chief, is what you choose to believe in this life. Whether you choose to believe is what you choose to believe is what you choose to believe. I can believe that red is really blue, and that could be my reality, but it's how many people come at me saying I'm wrong, and how strong I really am that allows me to understand the power within. Alright, catch you guys later. Remember to support Envoy, Alien Family, the flyest motherfucking beats. Zimwa. Later, Chiefs.